we're going to open this up lit. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. My friends call her Rebound Girl. Sorry. I was out of a bad relationship. She was very welcoming. She brought me over first time she knew that she was going to give up. I did not know she was going to give up at all.
Oh.
She was kind of a transplant. She was from elsewhere and had moved here for college. She had a very large TV.
That's not a euphemism for something else.
No.
Okay.
She had chairs. Well, she had a table. What she did not have was a couch.
Oh, there's a catch.
What she did not have was a bed. This is complicated when you live alone and you have a dog and you want to. For the record, we did without a bed. I did that shit. I'm not proud of it. I did that shit. She knew it was going to be a problem later, so she was like, we're going to go to Walmart. What we came back with was a mattress topper, twin size. I think we've all been through this in some form or fashion. Don't go out like her. Log on to Houston Furniture House. HoustonFurnitureHouse.com for all of your indoor furnishings. Put in the promo code Opinions While Black. Get you a discount. Tell them Oz put you down. Central Hub for whatever the you need.
The following content will cause random psychotic fits of anger at white people. Start the show. Just telling you, just letting you know.
Oh, we gotta hide the bottle.
Oh, we gotta hide the bottle. Turn that around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all can't tell what it is, can you?
Oh, see there. Now you gotta get us the. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear you?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm good. Yeah. See, now sponsors, you know what to do. Gotta work for it. Gotta make you work for it a little bit. Plus alcohol plus information equals opinions while black. Your black ass cheat sheet for the weekend foolishness and fuckery. I am your boy Oz.
I am D. Randall, and I am ready for the rodeo to go the fuck home.
Oh my God. Traffic was stupid. We were supposed to be in the middle of wrapping this shit up.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I stay less than 10 minutes from the what I call the Astrodome. I still call it the Dome, but y'all call it NRG,
whatever.
Park, Stadium,
Reliant, whatever. I don't know.
Center,
one of them.
or whatever. All that shit. Astroworld. I stayed less than 10 minutes away from Astroworld.
That's right.
Before Travis Scott, and that's the site of the rodeo every year. For those of you that don't live in Houston, it's the site of the rodeo, and right now, every freeway in Houston, including all 3 freeways that intersect that area of town, are under construction.
And you know what? We're gonna get in. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. We're gonna get to that later. For those of you that don't live in Houston, the Houston Livestock and Show and Rodeo is what a lot of you would refer to as the fair. A lot of you that are not from the South, this is our version of the fair.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a carnival, there's an actual rodeo where animals are lassoed and shown off, there's cook-offs, there's all that shit, right?
All that shit. Nah, I'm over all of it.
And tonight, as we are recording, Cardi B is performing. So I don't know about the actual attendance of the rodeo right now, but I can tell you that Chacho's on 610 is going to have a plethora of pussy.
Oh man, it's going to be unbearable.
It's going to be super ratchet, and I wish I were there to witness it.
It's about 8 p.m. right now. They probably already closed off the parking lot. Guaranteed. There are people walking along the freeway to Chacho's right now.
There's going to be a plethora of pussy. There's just going to be all those heels going click clack click clack click clack all night.
They better keep that floor dry. Chacho's is known for having like a slick floor when it gets a little sweaty.
Hell yeah. Chacho's on 610 is known for a slick floor. Chacho's on 610 is where couples go to break up in a loud, boisterous fashion. My God, I've gone to Chacho's countless times to just people watch.
Yes.
The people watching is second to none. And now that Cardi B is in town, you know what? Chacho's is ratchet enough. You might see Cardi B there after the show.
You might see Cardi B. At the very least, you're going to see a lot of Cardi B wannabes there.
Absolutely. I'll take it. It ain't got to be Cardi. I'll go for looks like Cardi.
Yeah, that's about really all we can afford right now, huh?
That's facts. I'm telling you. Wait till I get this blue check. Wait till I get this blue check. It's not gonna be real until at least 3 paternity cases come up.
And just for the record, it won't be me, by the way, y'all.
Won't be me. Mostly me.
It'll be him completely. How is it we've only had 1 pour each? We've already gone through a third of this bottle.
Because we were trying to get the ratio right.
Yeah, perfect ratio, by the way.
Perfect, wonderful. We don't need to do an opening shot. This is where it is right here. Humans ain't shit.
Why is that?
So the Oscars.
Yeah, yep.
The Oscars took place, and we'll get to that shortly. But the red carpet was a bit of a talk this year.
It was a bit of a talk. And
shout out to Billy Porter.
I knew that was coming. And shout out to the Hoteps as well.
I was getting to that. Right. So Billy Porter showed up in, a dress.
Tuxedo dress.
Very nice tuxedo dress.
It was not a subtle dress. Let's not understate it, though. Not a subtle dress. It was very princessy.
Shit was flowy.
Yeah.
Shit was flowy and out there, and the shit looked like, that nigga's a Disney princess, real talk.
Yeah.
So he showed up and looking real dapper Danielle.
Yeah.
And the Hoteps, it was like he awoke the Hoteps. It was like one of those horror movies where like the white people are blasting in the desert, and all of a sudden they just awake the giant monster. They've been blasting so deep and so in the caves and shit that they awaken the monster.
Yeah, but they were still just catching their breath from Jussie the week before.
Yeah, they've been on one. That's true.
So Billy caught them off guard with that, but they were ready.
And so the Hoteps woke up, and all of a sudden we had to hear the same bullshit. Black people, you know what it is. Blah, 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 gay agenda. Blah, 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 feminizing the black man. Blah, 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 just quoting whatever the fuck Tariq Nasheed says in Hidden Colors. For those of you that don't know what that is, we've talked about it many times. Hidden Colors is written by a specific former pimp fuck nigga by the name of Tariq Nasheed, and basically it is the Hotep Bible. Every lie that Hoteps tell you about the history of blackness and in relation to white people comes from Hidden Colors.
Wow.
They masturbate to it.
Oh. Which in and of itself would be, I would like to, all my life I've heard about this gay agenda. And for years, I've been asking people to see the written manifesto of the gay agenda.
Timeline.
I want to see what's in the table of contents on the gay agenda.
Apparently, there's a gay agenda. There's a gay agenda to do something to black culture, to do something to the black family. What it's doing to the black family, I still don't understand. What it's doing to black culture, I still don't understand.
I need to find out.
I need information.
Because apparently women and gays are trying to emasculate black men. All my life, I've grown up around there are a lot, like on both sides of my family. Well, my mother's side especially, that I'm closer to, I should say. There are a lot more women than men. I've grown up with a younger sister. I've grown up with a very close cousin of mine, same age, who I've always seen as one of my best friends, regardless of gender.
Right.
I've been in proximity with people who identify as gay and bi and a lot of other identities as well. And I can't recall a single time where any of them actively tried to emasculate me or subjected me to this agenda that I have not seen yet.
I don't know any. And the thing is, I don't understand what the timeline is. Agendas mean there's a plan, and a plan means there's working parts that work towards a goal. What's the end game? What's the timeline? Who are the people? Who are the specific names and people involved?
Correct.
That move these gears? I still haven't seen any of these people.
Who benefits from this?
Who benefits from it? Also, no, I'm going to save that. Actually, I'm going to save that for the Instagram. I have a question I'm going to save for the Instagram.
Yeah, they try to say that they're using it as a tool to depopulate the black community. They want us to have fewer children. A lot of y'all niggas are still out there having multiple children from women and not remaining faithful to them. I mean, y'all are actually doing that.
Shout out to J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I'm not even on some, Obama pants shit with that. Y'all are actually out there actively doing that shit.
Having mad babies.
Y'all are shooting up the club and just leaving the kids in the VIP. Y'all are doing that. I don't see the black birth rate going down
at all whatsoever.
I just feel like y'all niggas want an excuse to not have to deal with kids.
Well, I think the other thing is the Hotep thing is
my ratio's a little off now.
I think my thing about the Hotep thing is at the end of the day, these are just some niggas that see something that they don't like, and to justify not liking it, they have to center it around the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's because they're ruining the black family. Nah, B. Leave us out of that. Just say you don't like it. See again, it comes back to these niggas that jump out and say some shit, and when they don't, when they get a response they don't like, you gotta blame the culture. Don't blame us. Leave us out of that. They ain't doing nothing to me. Let me tell you something. Gay people ain't done shit to me. Not a one thing.
And have no interest in doing anything to you.
The gay agenda, so far, what I can tell, the gay agenda consists of step 1, be gay. Step 2, be gay with other gay people.
Mm-hmm.
Step 3, repeat step 1.
And step 4, try to stop people from fucking with them about being gay.
Maybe a little bit of that too.
Because they also have to deal with that.
Maybe fight for their humanity and their rights.
Correct.
So I really think this shines a light on why the Hotep shit is so stupid.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'll do you another one. I'll do you one better.
Okay.
Billy Porter, my man in the dress.
Correct.
Half the anime niggas that y'all love so much dress just like this nigga. You can't tell me he ain't dressed like the nigga from Final Fantasy VII. You can't tell me that he doesn't look like motherfucker from Bleach. Billy Porter has reached Bankai. I'm just telling you.
Hunter, nigga.
That nigga looks like somebody's final form in an anime. And all the anime dudes y'all like so much that go so hard in the paint are androgynous motherfuckers who dress like this. Y'all don't have, and not even in anime. Let's look at, y'all don't have shit to say when it was Prince. Prince was the most androgynous motherfucker on the planet and was probably fucking Yo Girl.
Yes. Yo Girl still wants to fuck him.
Yo Girl still wants the Prince dick.
I do have one thing. I just realized this. All these gentlemen who have very strong opinions about the agenda and how women should do certain things and so forth, I've never seen examples of them with their queens showing us how the black family should operate.
Because they're girls.
Oh.
Because they're girls. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but shut the fuck up about queen this and queen that.
I never realized that.
I'm just telling you. If you meet a Hotep that got strong opinions about fucking up the black family, that got strong opinions about who somebody else is fucking, they are probably fucking a girl.
And not even a Rachel Dolezal, but an actual Meredith.
Wow. They're either fucking a girl or they are in some light-skinned girl's DMs. Guaranteed. That's my only explanation.
Wow.
Just think about it.
They're probably trying to holler at Brittany Renner and then calling her a bitch when she shoots them down.
Right. I'm telling you, right in the middle of them talking about the gay agenda, just stop them and go, look, Tessa Thompson, where?
Tessa Thompson.
Whole conversation will end.
She's so fine.
She is mad fine. My God. Let me not make that sound like I'm disparaging the name of Tessa Thompson, because she fine as fuck. My God. Shout out to her in Westworld. Shout out to her in Creed.
Shout out to her in Janelle Monáe's album video.
I really hope they fucking.
I think they need to prove it to us with a video.
See, why can't people like that ever have a sex tape? Why we gotta sit through Black China lazy ass?
You know why? Honestly, black men don't deserve to see that.
That's true.
They don't deserve.
You're right.
Janelle Monáe is fine.
You're right. Janelle Monáe fine as hell too. We don't deserve that. God damn.
We don't deserve it. Y'all just need to go back and watch the yoga video over and over.
Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, man. Homophobia is literally an irrational fear of something that has nothing to do with you.
My favorite protest sign was homophobia is gay.
Do you know it tried to convince me that by them saying gay, that's gay, oh, this is some gay ass shit, they tried to convince me that they were just using the word, that the word as we're using it really means lame. No, gay means gay.
Okay.
You're not using it in the actual dictionary term, and you're not using it in the sexual orientation term, so the way you're using it is wrong. If I can't find it in the dictionary, I'm just saying.
So let Steve King or Jeff Sessions call you and try to convince you that it's a term of endearment. Let's try that.
Right.
And then I might listen to you.
I love how black people understand oppression until it's outside of their purview. Until it's outside of something that directly affects them. I love that.
And black men especially don't understand that we do have a certain level of privilege. We have the privilege of being men. Right. Which is a privilege that women do not have. And unfortunately, society does. Society is a patriarchal society.
And it rewards us as such.
It rewards us as being men. So we always have to be cognizant of that, especially when it comes to our black women.
And I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that, man.
You pieces of shit.
This is where I come back to my number one rule. Toxic masculinity does not make all masculinity toxic. Just like Diet Dr. Pepper does not mean that all Dr. Pepper is diet. I'm just saying, we can check these things and we can talk about these things amongst ourselves. We can check ourselves on these things, and nothing is in danger. And this is part of that.
Thank you.
Just saying. Now, usually I would bring us into our song of the week. You know, I've been you know, it's that time of year, so I've been real generous with the slow jams.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm going to turn it over to the head proprietor of Ill Mannered Media.
Yes, sir.
The co-founder.
I'm the chief operational officer. It's a title I gave myself of Rappers I Know Records.
I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Damian Randall.
Yes, sir.
And he can explain our song of the week.
Yeah, this week's song of the week is from not a native Houstonian, but an adopted Houstonian, very talented gentleman by the name of Scottie Spitten.
The God.
Formerly of a crew called HISD. He is releasing his first solo project, produced by our wonderful friends at Radio Galaxy. His new album, called Scottie, in all caps, comes out on March 22nd.
That cover is so nasty.
Man,
That cover's so nasty.
Where do you see the rest of the artwork too?
I'm excited. I'm geeking because I've been knowing about Scottie Spitten and since his time with HISD.
Oh yeah.
And the Hue and all that, and like I love that. They fit so well in this outer space lane, and I love that kind of sci-fi outer space next level hip hop. Shout out to Radio Galaxy, man. Yep. I'm hype as fuck about this. Is this the one that was playing when I got in the car?
Yeah, this is the joint that was playing. It's called Starman.
Yes!
And actually, you're gonna, when you finally get to hear the whole album, you're gonna geek out because the whole album itself is a tribute kind of to the soundscape of 80s sci-fi.
Yes.
So
that's what I thought of.
Yeah, that shit it's trust me.
Shit look like the cover of Drive.
Yeah.
Like oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you mix, and I'm not going to give it all away right now, but check it out. This is Starman. This is the first peek at the project that comes out in about 3 weeks. Scottie Spitten with Starman.
Let's go.
Yeah. Tastes better raw like cake batter. Catch me walking on the rings of Saturn matter. Space hopping, jaws dropping. They not popping, show me the facts like car shopping. Change gears, lamps, the dope man had 'em. Soon as you get on it, I'll be on to the next atom. Built from the compounds of gold dust. Space city mixed with rust and earth crust. Space up, stars and sky look black and white. Like the zone I'm in, into the twilight. On a Friday I might cop like Top Flight. Woofing cause the kick ate your subs like Jersey Mike's. This form, my decorum is jokes on 'em. Tip would be to breathe and stop like chloroform. The worst, asking the nurse, where the gurney at? This is protected by ass cap, you ass hats. Put up stats and break backs. Niggas strike out, get mad and break bats. Singing the same song, doing the same dance. Cupid shuffling, group full of Charlestons. Get banged for popping more corn than Carlton. On the court, I don't do no ties like Lawson's. Ballpoint pen sink with my black ink. In a booth without brushing they teeth. Bars stink. Starman. Held together by my own gravity. Space hop. The zone I'm in, into the twilight. Super like Nova, Starman rap. No crap, perhaps white dwarf cats. Get your light snatched, explode in your whack band. No gaps, limbs from your body, dirt buried in a plastic sack. Remember the name, styles gravel. Rhymes unglued, unraveled. Can't call it like the lead travel. Shallow, superficial, they cheating. But watch, cause a hoe tell like Venetian. Involuntary blinking, uncontrolled. Red giant flow, hydro, chemical pattern, scattered. Test rather, I'm bored, your game is shoots and ladders. Ages 6 to 15. Mean Joe Green, the pits. Iceberg, I'm cold, I'm putting it on like the Ritz. Catch the balls like Larry Fitz. Wig split Sharpton, check out early. Spitz Carlton, ballin', Petrovic shit, Drazen. Starman held together by my own gravity. Catch him in a dark alley. Death Valley, when it all calls got drive like Mustang Sally. Last hurrah came back like a rally. Own galaxy, no time for dilly-dally. Jack the Ripper savvy. Vans, gloves, and Dodge 3's company like Jack Tripper family. Handy with the will, hold the brandy. Modus operandi, year round. Nigga seasonal like summer shandy. Starman. Held together by my own gravity. Space hop. The zone I'm in, into the twilight. Starman. This is a bunch of degrees Fahrenheit. Price is right for an Elijah prototype. With more twist than Shyamalan M. Night. Comic-Con hype, out like poker when you bluff it right. About to get wetter than Farrah Fawcett. Dripping like water out of barrel after he lost it. From Jack Sparrow to Pete Carroll after he hawked it. Sea full of bodies, can't forget rivers in Austin. Pelicans flying over the dock. Cabin fever from cop hiding under the shop. One room cop concocting plots for square blocks. Massacre in store, not talking mom and pops. They all run like C-Spot. Pick 'em off one by one like no drops. He the new killer, nothing funny. Dennis Miller didn't pack light, more than 6, never a case sicker, nigga. Scott Ripper came through like the Reaper Law. Won the game, slammed the door like Jigsaw.
And that was the God.
Yes.
Scottie Spitten.
Yes.
Formerly of HISD. What's that track called?
Starman.
Starman. That is my shit.
Man.
Starman. Shit, man, shout out to the old school Starman, Jeff Bridges. Shout out to the old school Starman, DC Comics. My God. Just so many nerdy, sci-fi, next level geeky references that can be made. Wait till you see the fucking artwork, bro.
I was just showing them the artwork during the break.
My God.
And also, you're really going to like the interludes, too. We actually might do a quiz on, like, name where it came from in the interlude. It's dope.
Oh, okay. That's a bet. That's a bet. Oh, man. See, it's been a moderately exciting week. The Oscars happened.
They did happen.
Now, he watched the Oscars.
Hold up, because I got to keep my reputation intact.
Okay. All right.
My wife was watching the Oscars. I was passing through when the black people were on.
Okay. All right,
fair enough. I didn't sit there and watch the whole thing.
Fair enough.
I do know what happened.
And mostly, my thing is, I feel like I'm at the point where I'm just over the Oscar. Like I'm over. I think I'm over white award shows or something. Maybe because. And I've said this before on this program, but my thing is we have to have that real come to Jesus meeting where we can have these separate conversations of do we want to overhype our worth in these spaces? Like we need to be trying to make our own places of acknowledgement.
Right.
We need our own places of high prestige. Now, that's not happening so far, which is why we watch the Oscars, which is why we lean on the Oscars a little bit. I mean, an NAACP award is cool. It doesn't say the same thing as Oscar award winning Mahershala Ali yet.
Right. And because the
organization that it's coming from is kind of bullshit sometimes.
Besides that, but it's not the Academy Awards supposedly represent the entire community, the entire collection of body of works from everyone universally, whereas the NAACP or the BET or the Source Awards represent just a microcosm or just a certain sector of society.
Go on.
And I was going to say one of the things that for years Spike Lee has always criticized the Oscars, and he's even downplayed the importance of the Oscars a lot for valid reasons. Like
he boycotted the Oscars for a few years.
He did.
Okay, yeah.
Because we still, in theory, we should not look for others to validate us in our own spaces.
Right.
And that's always been a problem. Needless to say, he did accept that award for Best Adapted Screenplay.
That is true.
And used the most of his wrap-up time to tell. He actually got up there, and the first thing he said was, "Don't start that fucking music." And I knew once. I said, "Dude, they're going to wait for you to take that pause, and once you take that breath, as soon as he took that breath, they pulled that camera so far away.
Oh, hell.
So far, dog."
And he was like, don't do it. Don't you
They
do
did
it.
it.
They did it.
They did it.
Now, but you know, and even I think he did an interview somewhere right after, and was like, "It's cool that I won this, but I don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm happy. It's nice. I'm grateful, but I don't need it." Which is cool, and why I always want to highlight that on this podcast that we understand this, and we understand that we need to be highlighting our own worth, and we need to be working harder to make make spaces for our own levels of high prestige like this. It's going to be a while, and it's going to take some work, and there's some things there's some conversations we need to have in the community, but that's not going to stop us on this podcast
actually
from being happy for our own.
I have a solution to that, and it may decrease the amount of time that it takes us to get there.
Let's go.
Have our own shit,
okay,
but do it very quietly and hide it from white people. Because when you try to hide shit from white people, they immediately look in on it, and they want to take that shit for themselves.
And they want to co-opt it.
Yeah, you have to validate yourself. You're only validated when white people are ready to co-opt it.
We don't
That's
make
how you do it.
So we build it. We don't make a lot of fanfare out of it.
Fanfare. Use a lot of coded language.
Right. And just kind of brush it off. It's a black thing.
Let's just do like the Black Twitter Awards. Just do Black Twitter Awards.
And build that up and make that the biggest thing we can make it. And, make that our little Wakanda.
And they will show up in full force, ready for action, ready to co-opt all that shit.
Stay the fuck out, colonizers. But real quick, and because like I said, we know our worth, but we also want to be happy for people that have achieved these things.
Yes.
And we want to celebrate our own when they are granted these elements of prestige, and when they're because you won something, goddammit. Let's see. Now, Grant, he's not black, but I am happy that Rami Malek won for Bohemian Rhapsody. He was it best performance by an actor in a leading role. Mahershala Ali. Now, I am torn about this. Now, he won for performance by actor in a supporting role for Green Book. But from what I understand, Don Shirley, which is the guy he was playing,
right,
the real life guy, was not mentioned.
He was not mentioned.
And I'm pretty sure that if Rami Malek won for playing Freddie Mercury, they probably mentioned Freddie Mercury a time or two.
Just to be more specific, Mahershala Ali did thank the family of Don Shirley. He did thank them for allowing him to inhabit that space.
Okay.
Now the creators of the movie, the ones who wrote it and directed it, who comes to find out, didn't even let Don Shirley's family know that it was about him until it was done. Did not mention him.
Wait, what?
Supposedly, and I don't have evidence in front of me. But there was a lot of talk after the awards about how they did not even make Don Shirley's family really aware of this portrayal of him until it was done for the most part.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know how true it is, but because it's the internet, I have to treat it as fact.
That's that shit. That's that shit.
It is definitely that shit.
And that's another thing, is that a lot of times we don't always get the praise that we should out of these spaces. When, like I said, I'm sure Freddie Mercury was mentioned.
Absolutely.
And that's not a diss to Freddie Mercury, because as far as I'm concerned, Freddie Mercury is one of the premier pop vocalists of all time. I'm a low-key Queen fan, so...
not even low key over here.
That's right. I meant I fucks with Queen tough.
Heavy.
One of my favorite songs is "State of Shock" with Freddie.
State of Shock.
Y'all. See, some of y'all fuck with the Mick Jagger version. Fuck that. Freddie Mercury all the way. Let's see what else. Performance by an actress in a supporting role. Regina King won for Beale Street.
The God.
Regina King, man, Regina King's still fine.
Regina King is,
god damn, she fine.
Is a one-woman renaissance, an accomplished actress, director, writer, producer, voice actress.
And she voiced both Freemans in the Boondocks.
Both.
Damn.
Both. She was the one that uttered the line, "When I see P, I run." In episode 2 of the Boondocks, The Trial of R. Kelly.
We will get to that in a moment.
She gave you guys the blueprint.
So yeah, definitely shout out to Regina King. Best animated feature. We gotta mention this. Best animated feature film of the year.
Show him. Enter the Spider-Verse.
Shout out to my nigga Miles. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh my god, that was, man. I saw that in the theater. Oh man, a nigga almost shed a tear.
I had to suck it back in. Like it was right there on the edge of the eyelid, and I was like,
oh man,
I had to flip it back in,
bruh. That shit was so. I was right there. I was right on the edge of a tear when his dad, who didn't know he was Spider-Man, was rooting for him. He was fighting the Kingpin.
Yeah.
And he's on the ground, and his dad, who doesn't even know that that's his son, is rooting for him. Get up, Spider-Man. Please get up. I was ready. The tear was right there. I swear it was. Man. My God. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse was an amazing moment. Nobody thought you could sell a black Spider-Man. Nobody thought you could sell a Spider-Man that isn't Peter Parker.
Look, shout out to my favorite comic author, Brian Michael Bendis.
The God.
Who created
He's
Miles
my favorite
Morales.
too, the God.
And I actually watched an Instagram video of his family and the reaction at his home when the award was announced. And I almost shed a thug tear for that, because I know the fight that, like, Brian Michael Bendis is an old Jewish dude.
True, yeah.
But he also, married to a black woman. But he also, no, I'm sorry, he's adopted some black kids. Anyway, doesn't matter.
His kids are black.
He's also written characters that are intentionally against the old,
that go against
the white guy, the blonde white guy, Steve Rogers type.
Totally remixed Luke Cage.
Oh, just
brilliantly remixed Luke Cage.
I thanked him in person for that. Oh, that's a photo. I'll scroll through my Instagram and show you. I got him the autograph. I thanked him. I was the first person in line at Comic-Con to thank him. The first thing I said, thank you for Luke Cage. Like, I'm the kind of person, and let me just face the camera as I'm saying this. I know this is your show. I apologize.
Man, nah, fuck that. Do your thing, man.
I don't care who writes black characters, as long as you write them well. And when I say write them well, you don't have to write them as caricatures of black people.
Sure.
Just make them people.
Well, and not to cut you off, to kind of add to what you're saying, it's nice, it's wonderful when we can write our own.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Eve Ewing, who is writing Ironheart right now.
Beautiful.
It's wonderful when we can write our own, when we can tell our stories.
Look at G. Willow Wilson writing Ms. Marvel.
Right, brilliant. But if it's written well, that's not a prerequisite.
Right. And
David Simon wrote The Wire.
He wrote The Wire, arguably one of the top 5 television shows in TV history. At least for my generation.
No, absolutely. Maybe of all time, for real. If we're keeping it a buck, that shit did what I mean. It changed the landscape for a lot of reasons that we don't have time to get into. But it changed the landscape for a lot of reasons. So yeah.
But Brian Bendis originally took it on the chin because in his version of Spider-Man, and he had been writing a version of the regular Spider-Man.
He'd been writing Ultimate Spider-Man for like 10 years.
For like 10 years. Like, he started the whole comics line off of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Right.
He killed Peter Parker and replaced him with a half black, half Puerto Rican kid
named Miles Morales. And
originally a lot of the detractors were like, this is stupid. You're basically just reverse gentrifying a popular character just for the sake of forced diversity. And when I tell you that Miles Morales was instantly more popular than Ultimate Spider-Man had ever been,
was lit.
So when they announced a couple years ago that this movie was coming out, and a year before it came out, I just saw a teaser trailer of him falling upside down in the city. I said,
in the 11s. We're in the 11s.
The Jordan ones.
Those are Jordan ones?
Those are Jordan ones.
Okay, all right.
Jordan ones.
All right.
The Chicago Jordan ones, by the way. Yes, I go all the way back to day one with the Jays. That sold me. I was like, whatever this is, I'm going to watch it. And honestly, it wasn't until I sat down and watched it, and I was like, this is now my favorite animated movie ever.
It's maybe the best Spider-Man movie they've made yet.
Easily the best Spider-Man movie, and in my opinion, the most faithful adaptation of a comic book into a movie.
Very much so.
It is the prototypical comic book movie. But enough about that. Enough about that.
Yeah.
That was just a little award.
Yeah, we did have to shout that out.
Can't wait for the sequel.
Achievement in costume design nominees. Black Panther won. Ruth Carter did the costume design for Black Panther, and she won an Oscar for that.
So let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm not really an emotional person.
Okay.
I'm not an emotional person at all. I can probably count on one hand the number of times that I've cried in the last 15 years.
Okay.
When Ruth Carter won the award, it for most people it's a minor award. She won an award for costume design.
Right.
Now, I'm kind of a movie buff, so I'm also the guy that knows, who the hot cinematographers are, and the directors of photography, production designers, costume designers, and a lot of people don't realize Ruth Carter doesn't just do black shit.
Right.
If you name a popping movie,
she probably did the costume
the costume design for it. So after all this time, to see her finally get her just due,
that was a big thing.
And shout out again to Marvel and Kevin Feige for, and this was not a hand-me-down project by any means. They literally said, we want to present this story. We want you to determine the course of this story. And they handed the reins over to, besides Coogler and the production team,
right,
Ruth Carter for costume design, and I forget the young lady that was in charge of production design that also won an Oscar.
Okay.
And she'd been involved in production design for years. And she said she'd never thought, like, if you think about this, the big awards are always Director of the Year, Movie of the Year, Actors of the Year, and so forth.
Sure.
People don't realize that a lot of the hard work comes way back behind the scenes, what they call below the line.
Gotcha.
Way back behind the scenes with people that are like costume design and production design. People who go into debt in art school to get to this point just for the chance to work on something with almost no recognition. And to be the first of your own to finally get that on the grandest scale. Like, those are the two that I'm not gonna lie, I almost lost it, man. I hit up my boy FWMJ because he's a graphic design dude, and he was like,
shout out to Frank.
Frank was like, man, I'm kind of choked up right now. I was like, you too? Like, this is a big deal for creatives. Like,
it's true.
Oz is a comic book writer, and it's a big deal for creatives, as you mentioned before. We don't always. One reason why we always downplay that whole recognition thing. It's because we never expect to get it.
We're used to not getting it.
So when you get it, it's like, oh shit.
You have to kind of reset yourself. And that's real talk.
And this is why I ride Marvel to the death, man, because they said we're going to give you the reins to this story. This is your story to tell. We're not going to tell you how to do it. And 95% of the cast and crew were African or African American. And you can tell by the breadth, the width, the scope of this story, and every accolade that they're getting from it is truly deserved. Also, shout out to Ludwig for the score.
Ludwig Göransson, I was just about to get to that. Won achievement in music for written motion pictures for the original score for Black Panther, which was lit.
Mm-hmm.
He worked with Ryan Coogler doing Creed.
Yes.
Which was also a lit score.
Yeah.
That a lot of which came from a fucking Meek Mill song.
Yeah.
My God. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Shout out to Meek Mill. Meek Mill has a day in Houston. Did you see that? There is a Meek Mill Day in Houston that was awarded to him last week for something. I don't know.
Jay Prince got to step in on that shit. I don't understand that.
I mean, if it was presented to him, I'm pretty sure Jay Prince gave the.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, young blood, you can go ahead and have it.
Oh man. Let's see what else we got. Sadly, all the stars did not win any Grammys that I can see here.
No,
because A Star Is Born is a thing. Shout out to Finance Lady Gaga though. Green Book also won. Best Motion Picture of the Year. I am of mixed feelings about that, because when that crew got on stage, when that whole production crew got on stage, it was mad white.
I was pulling for Roma, but I knew Roma wasn't going to win.
Black Panther also won for achievement in production design. Where
yes,
Hannah Beachler.
Yes,
there you go.
That's her name.
I did my best, and my best is good enough. God damn it, that is a quote. What else won? Let's see. Looking for more black shit. More Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
More First Man, Stars Born. Black Klansman won Best Adapted Screenplay.
Yeah.
What did Spike win? Spike Best Director?
That was it. No, that was it. Best Adapted Screenplay.
Best Adapted Screenplay went to Black Klansman. Shout out to Spike. I don't always like his movies, and I don't always agree with some of the shit that comes out of his mouth. But I'm happy that it happened here. I'm happy that somebody. Yeah. This is one of those Jay-Z moments. You know, Jay-Z boycotted the Grammys for years.
Yeah.
And then got a taste of that Beyonce pussy and went and completely reneged on that.
He didn't have a choice.
He didn't have a choice, right? Spike had boycotted the Oscars for some time and felt like the Academy was on some bullshit
until he got nominated.
To which, again, he said, "Look, it's cool that I got this. I don't need this.
Yeah.
But it's cool that I got it, and it's kind of it's kind of me getting my due. So, you know, it is what it is." Green Book also won. Yeah, I'm gonna stop shouting out Green Book. It's too many white people in that production crew for me to shout that out.
The writer is an Islamophobe. The director was accused of sexual misconduct, and
oh shit,
that's all you need to know.
I will say on a side note before we move on from the Oscars that I've never seen A Star Is Born.
Never will.
I'm probably going to. I've avoided it because I knew I wasn't emotionally ready for that shit, and everybody who I know that has seen A Star Is Born is still crying over it. I've never seen A Star Is Born, but I saw Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga performing their song from that movie. And if I were Bradley Cooper's wife, I would have some concerns.
But you know, Bradley Cooper's wife is she's kind of fine. So
I'm not. That's not the point. That's not what I'm talking about.
That's true.
The way these two were looking at each other, and I did some research. Apparently, they look at each other and love on each other like this everywhere they went, promoting this movie. The way these two were looking at each other is, in my experience, only the way two people look at each other when there's been some commingling of genitals.
Yeah, the spray tan was definitely rubbing off on one another.
I'm sorry. They fucking, and I kind of don't blame them, because let me tell you, and this is probably why I'm not married or in a committed relationship, I'd take an L over Lady Gaga.
She had a nice little bump.
I'd take a hard L over. I don't give a fuck who knows it. This is one of my. Some people consider this my weird crush. Fuck that shit. Lady Gaga fine in a motherfucker. Fuck y'all.
And she can actually sing.
Fuck the bullshit. And she can sing. And she's talented. I did enjoy American Horror Story Hotel. And you know, and then Bradley Cooper, you can't tell him shit anymore because he got that connecting beard.
You know,
white boys get the connecting beard, and you can't tell him shit.
He's a classically handsome white man. You
know? True.
You know, he gets.
And then when the classically handsome white boys get the connecting beard,
yeah,
all of a sudden it's just a new
level.
Free range of pussy. Ask Ben Affleck. Brad Pitt.
Well.
Remember when Brad Pitt went over there to fucking, I don't know, he went over there to one of them countries doing fucking World Aid or Greenpeace or whatever. He came back with that connecting beard. Couldn't tell him shit. I mean, if I was fucking Angelina Jolie, you couldn't tell me shit either, but it is what it is. So enough of the Oscar bullshit. What else is going on this week? Michael Cohen. My God, everybody, America's favorite snitch.
Oh man.
There's been a reprieve. There's been a stoppage on the stop snitching movement.
I watched pieces of the hearing, and that shit just felt so much like My Cousin Vinny that I just couldn't. I was like, damn, this is some. We are living in the weirdest timeline ever, man.
Of all time.
I don't know what's real anymore.
Here's the other thing. This is the other part that gets me. Donald Trump went and got a lawyer that looks like Bobby Cannavale in Mr. Robot.
He does.
He looks like a Goomba. He looks like a motherfucker. Man, I would not want to. be in a courtroom with him. Your Honor, I object. No, objection sustained. No, he objects. You take the objection. Fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down before I shove this glass in your fucking mouth?
Yeah, break your fucking balls. Your Honor, I need a recess, Your Honor. And look here, you Mulian.
What am I doing, this fucking nigga?
Why'd you
this fucking Mulian over here?
You need to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You say one fucking thing.
You fucking Mulian piece of shit.
You watch what the fuck happens to you. All right, Your Honor, we can start again. No, Your Honor, he's going to shut the fuck up. Now I'm talking the rest of this shit. I'm sorry, sir. I need to slick back my hair a little bit more. My pomade is dried out.
Got the pomade.
Fucking guys.
What am
Yo,
I?
Cheryl, give me some more Dax.
What am I? What I look like here? What am I, an asshole? That's a question for everything. What am I, an asshole?
These terrible Brooklyn accents were presented by the members of.
I got niggas in Brooklyn. Don't get me in trouble. That's not Brooklyn. That's like Queens. That's like fuck it.
Hey yo, Cheryl.
Hey Sal, how come there's no brothers on the wall?
There's no brothers on the wall, Sal. There's no brothers on the wall. What the fuck, Sal?
Well, fuck you, fuck your fucking pizza, and fuck Frank Sinatra. Well, fuck you and fuck Michael Jackson.
Joke's on you, Michael Jackson's not black.
God damn.
Take that.
Oh my God.
So yeah, Michael Cohen.
Michael Cohen is in there telling it.
Still snitching.
Still America's favorite fucking snitch. He is out there telling it. All of it. And you know what he sounds like? He sounds like that nigga that was with an ain't shit girlfriend that has to explain all the ain't shitness to his homeboys now that they broke up.
I mean, she fucked another guy in front of me, but you know, I still love her. You know?
I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. The racism. He said, I hated myself every day. Look, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. He was so racist.
And then when the GOP members were trying to grill him and then saying, "We like to remind you that Michael Cohen is a liar, so we shouldn't believe anything that he says." And this is the realest shit ever. Your boy was like, "Look, I'm facing definite prison time. I've been disbarred. My family don't fuck with me. So
I ain't got shit to lose.
I have nothing to lose. I'm putting all this shit out there because I don't have shit to lose.
I'm going and I ain't going alone.
What the fuck y'all gonna do to me? And as a matter of fact, you motherfuckers need to stop following him, or you gonna be right here with me."
The real talk.
Believe that.
Shit. And it is so funny because I love it. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, AOC with her fine ass, was just totally with the shits. I love it. I love that she has a whole little gang.
I love the fact that
her and the Muslim sister and they got a whole little gang over there.
The chick
I love
from Detroit.
It. Yes,
I just love the fact that young women just don't give a fuck about what the fuck y'all are talking about
at all.
Like, we gonna do what the fuck we gonna say. What the fuck we gonna say? Y'all can keep coming with the shit. I don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you something. I actually have to take back a statement I made last year. I said last year that so many white people were going to get indicted and locked up over this bullshit, and none of them were going to be Donald Joseph Trump. I'm saying it now. After this Michael Cohen showing his ass all week, they gonna lock Trump ass right up.
Let's go.
They gonna lock Trump ass smooth the fuck up. And it might happen after he loses the election in 2020. He's gonna lose.
And if he does, oh man.
By the way,
he's going to act a plumb fool.
By the way, on a quick side note, all this arguing over the Democratic candidate, whether it's Kamala, whether it's Bernie, look, man, after everybody, I'm just gonna say it. Scott Woods, shout out to my man Scott Woods. He said it more eloquently than I could, but at the end of the day, after all these motherfuckers, after everybody who's been marginalized and suppressed and all that shit, whoever's left to vote in our interest, y'all gonna vote for whoever the candidate is.
Yeah.
So I need y'all to just go ahead and resolve that now, so we don't have to deal with that shit later.
Y'all got till summer. I'll give y'all till summer.
Y'all got till summer. Figure it out, because y'all gonna vote for whoever it is. Let's keep that a buck. Just saying. So yeah, Michael Cohen out there telling it. Trump gonna get his ass locked smooth up. And we're gonna. This is gonna get interesting. I'll just say that. Next thing on the docket. Well, I'm gonna go a little off docket. R. Kelly is out of jail. Why is R. Kelly out of jail, might you ask?
Okay. This is the 32nd episode of Opinions While Black. If there's anything that you should have gathered by now, is that things that we speak become fact. They may not be fact now, but they become fact.
They become fact.
He told y'all about Summer Walker.
Summer Walker's blowing up.
Opinions were validated by somebody else earlier this week. I mean, it's happening. But I told y'all last week, because last week we said that he was in jail. He could not afford bail. And people were like, oh, he actually might stay there. And I said, R. Kelly's fans are going to bail him out.
What happened?
What I did not realize was that it was one fan in particular, Valencia Love of Chicago, who came into some money when a few years ago her and her ex-husband sued a hospital for a wrongful death suit of their 7-year-old daughter who had some type of surgery and passed away, unfortunately. They received a $2 million settlement and they split it. So she had a little bit of money on hand. She also manages a daycare center, the type of daycare centers with underage children.
Facts.
She was able to come up with bail money for R. Kelly after he spent 72 hours in jail. Upon his release, Robert Kelly immediately went to a McDonald's where he was known for frequently meeting with and associating with underage girls. He was there. And this woman who met R. Kelly about 5 months before at a Taste of Chicago event, considered him her friend, got together the $100,000 to bail a known sexual predator and soon to be convicted pedophile out of jail.
Out of jail.
I told y'all.
We can't have shit.
Fuck R. Kelly's fans.
Fuck R. Kelly's fans.
I'm saying that right now. Fuck all of you.
We can't have shit. We can't have shit. We can't even have a rapist sit and rot in prison, in jail, without one of you motherfuckers having to be a captain save a rapist.
I genuinely don't understand that shit.
I don't get it. I don't understand at all. Someone please explain it to us.
I don't have children, but I have nieces, and I swear upon everything within my power,
if he victimizes another young lady,
it's on Valencia Love's head.
It is. I'm saying
I'll point directly at her. Like,
it's on her head. She got to come see somebody.
She got to go to jail with him.
Real talk. She got to be there at in the courtroom. She got to sweat out with him, and she got to eat that sentence with him.
She manages a daycare. She needs to lose her license.
As far as I'm concerned, she's complicit.
She just bailed out a sexual predator.
She's mad complicit.
A sex offender, and she runs a fucking daycare. She needs to be out.
Get her the fuck out of there. There's got to be some kind of Better Business Bureau or something.
Bullshit.
That can come and fuck her shit up.
Wait until all the kids are out of the daycare and burn that shit down.
You should have to explain that to the parents. Real talk.
When the parents drop their kids off every morning, you need to stand in front of that fucking door and say, "Hi, I'm Valencia Love. I bailed out a sex offender."
Real talk.
I'm Valencia Love. I bailed out a sex offender. Hi.
Real talk. Every single time. Every time you greet one of the parents.
I bailed out a sex offender who offended.
Get her a shirt.
Underage girls.
Get her a shirt. Let's bring that Scarlet Letter type shit back. Get her a shirt.
Dumbass.
Fuck. On a slightly lighter and stranger note, Solange, who dropped an album,
Yeah.
not bad.
Not bad.
Not level of seat at the table, but not bad.
When I Get Home. I think that's what it's called. When I Get Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was mad digestible. It was mad Houston.
It's South Side as
As
fuck.
fuck. There's an interlude called South McGregor.
There's an interlude called South McGregor, one called Benz, one called Alameda, and
I
called
live off of Alameda.
Exit Scott. I'm 1 block away from Scott.
Bruh. When you start talking about Sunnyside in your album, that's some real shit. Solange.
Where am I from? Sunnyside, Houston, Texas. You motherfuckers. Half of this bottle is gone, by the way.
Oh, and more of it's going.
My ratio is off.
Solange also bought Black Planet.
Black Planet still in existence? They didn't shut down that URL?
The internet is not written in pencil, fam. It's written in ink, and Black Planet is still a thing, and Solange bought it.
But why would you? What is she going? Is she going to like tear it down and turn it into a condo or some shit?
I think she tried to bring that shit back. You remember? Because you remember, I think it was Justin Timberlake that bought into
MySpace. The new MySpace.
And apparently, I didn't know MySpace was back, or that people were still fucking with it. Apparently, it's for musicians kind of thing. That
supposedly.
kind of thing.
Nobody uses it.
That's fair. All right. Solange bought Black Planet.
I legit never had a Black Planet account. I legit never did.
I did, but I was too young to have any to be of note to really know how to use the internet like that. I didn't have internet at home, so I was just using it at school, that kind of shit. Because we were poor.
I did have a thought though.
Okay.
We always talk about Black Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And we always talk about how we wish we could have a space to have our own Black Twitter, just drag people in peace without being co-opted. I'm willing to pitch this idea to Solange. Solange, look at me. Solange Knowles, look at me. I'm personally, depending on you.
You remember me, right? I'm Gerard's brother.
Gerard's brother.
Okay.
Okay. I need you to take Black Planet. I'm not going to say this too loudly. Turn it into Black Twitter. Like let that be our place to drag the fuck out of people in peace.
Like to actually switch that shit up and like blacktwitter.com kind of shit.
Blacktwitter.com. And you have to. I mean,
So,
what I'm saying.
And kind of piggybacking off of what he said, I want to get okay. So here's the thing. The problem with Black people in these spaces is that we drive a lot of the larger culture.
Yes.
Fashion, music,
almost all of it.
You're right. Lingo, all that. We drive the culture, and we don't always see all the credit for it.
Right.
This is no more. This is true because we see that the Fortnite people,
good point,
are getting sued for using dances that Black people invented. So we're not always recognized in those spaces, and we're not always getting the credit that we should get for driving the culture. And I think part of that is maybe why Solange. This is part of it, is that Solange is divesting.
Damage. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a lot of juice gone. Is Solange helping us divest from those spaces, and that we can make that pilgrimage? Now, I will say, she got to invest in some servers. She got to invest in some IT people.
Yeah,
cause Black Planet looking mad questionable right now. I visited it this week. It's looking mad fucking questionable. That shit looked like the old GeoCities shit.
Oh.
It took me back to when you had to have like one of those little discs to do free internet from AOL. So she got to invest in a couple of things. It's a bit of a fixer-upper before you just let the real estate out onto the street. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. This is definitely an attempt at us kind of building our own spaces and building a Wakanda, so to speak, on the internet, which we will probably use to just argue about why black men and black women hate each other.
And to talk about the gay agenda.
Right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with White People Must Be Stopped. You are experiencing Opinions While Black. Sober conversation with the least sober team in podcasting. Pour up. And we are back. We are black. We are opinionated, and I think we're drunk.
Whew, man.
There's a lot of this bottle gone.
This silver bird here.
It's over half gone.
It's really, and I thought this was a good adult-sized bottle too. We
adult-sized niggas.
We're much larger than adult-sized. I would say. We are not regular-sized Negroes. I will say that.
It is time for y'all's favorite segment of this show. It is time for People Must Be Stopped. Our story. This was actually requested by one Jimmy Roundtree.
Okay.
He's gonna end up coming to the studio. We're gonna have him on the show.
Sounds like a Native American.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
No, he's not Native American.
Okay. I'm gonna call him that though when we see him.
All right.
Choctaw, probably.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Every black person is Choctaw. Native American.
God damn it. So, I'm just going to cut to the chase, and I'm going to let y'all deal with it.
Okay.
White women are encouraging women to put period blood on their faces. I said white women, because I know black women aren't doing this, are encouraging...
Supposedly black women aren't supposed to have periods, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Yada, who thinks black women aren't... Yeah. Fuck the hoteps. So, white women are encouraging women all over the world to put period blood on their faces.
So... I have a question.
Damian Randall. Yes.
Why?
So, okay. So, this is part of the women's lib. So, here's no, okay. We're not going to do that.
I'm sorry.
We're not going to do that.
Sorry.
All right. So, this woman who came up with this, Demetra Nix.
That's a white woman?
Is a white woman.
Demetra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are sick of being embarrassed by talking about their period with their boyfriends, or hiding their period from their boyfriend, or just kind of it being this taboo thing. And that whenever periods come up, it's a point of disgust, or the sight of tampons and this kind of thing. So women want to encourage other women to educate, to further educate men, or make men less embarrassed, or at least make women less ashamed of men being embarrassed by periods, by embracing their periods, by doing this in a way where you can't look away, you can't unsee it. Now, I'm going to let you go first, because you are definitely the most dumbfounded. I'm not surprised by anything white women do anymore. I'm just going to put that out there.
As many of our listeners and viewers probably know by now,
sure,
I'm a married man. I've been married going on 14 years. I've been with my wife in total for about 20 years.
I'm unmarried, but I've I'm pretty sure I've seen a white woman's vagina.
And during that time, if you factor one period a month, she's had at least 240 periods during the time that I've known her.
Sure. Okay.
At least.
All right. It's fair.
Not one of those times have I ever expressed disgust or reprehension or fear or any of those things. I recognize it as a time where we probably just got to chill for a few days.
Sure. Yeah.
It's for many women, it's a very uncomfortable time for them. If we guys, imagine if we were bleeding from the penises for about a week each month. And when I say bleeding, I don't mean just like a small drop, but like
gushing,
just gushing blood from the tips of our penises for a week every month. We would probably be a little self-conscious. Okay?
More than a little.
You know, more than a little. And
I've never just on a side note, I've never displayed fear of the period. Well, I displayed fear once, but this isn't the episode for that. I mean, that's a story.
It's scarier when you expect it and it doesn't show up. How about that?
That too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing is,
I'll tell y'all if we ever do a Patreon version of this, I'll tell y'all about that.
Okay. Okay. Damn, now I'm curious.
If we do Opinions While Black After Dark, I'll tell y'all that shit.
Oh shit. You just brought up we'll talk about that. Do you guys want to see Opinions While Black After Dark? Let us know in the comments right now. If we get 100 comments that say yes, we want Opinions While Black After Dark, we will do Opinions While Black.
Oh man.
After dark.
After dark.
But seriously, the whole thing about dudes being disgusted by periods is corny. What I would say in response to this shit here is, if your dude is disgusted by your period, you need a new dude.
Get a new dude.
It's very juvenile. It's
what the fuck?
It's puerile. You're a fucking idiot. You're a kid. You're a child. If you're like, yeah, you're bleeding.
It's so disgusting.
Your uterus is all over the place. But in the same token, Lady Demetria,
this isn't the way.
You don't need to smear your cervical blood
at all.
Your uteral blood all over your face.
Let me go ahead and just say it. There are probably a significant amount of men that need to be educated on these things.
Yes.
That need to shed their fear of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That need to shed the linen that society has built around these things.
True.
This isn't the way.
No, not even close.
It's not sanitary.
It's you're
on
actually
any level whatsoever. It's not sanitary. That's not no.
You don't.
It's blood. It's blood.
It's blood. It's your blood, but it's blood.
It's blood, fam. Why are we smearing blood anywhere in 2019?
That's like smearing shit on your face to make a statement about irritable bowel syndrome. Like,
we spent the entire 90s being terrified of blood because AIDS was a thing. And now we're just smearing it. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, fam? Demetria, this isn't the way.
She needs to grow the fuck up.
Stop that shit. Stop that shit. No black women are doing this. I know that. So we don't even have to have that discussion.
Well, black women aren't having periods.
Because they're going off the European doctrine.
Stop eating that cauliflower. Only eat purple carrots. Y'all are fucking up. Heirloom tomatoes only.
Guys.
Vodka and cranberry.
Vodka and cranberry, man. This isn't the way. Stop that shit. This is why white people must be stopped. Shit like this. I'm telling you, this is going to be the shit that starts the virus. You know the virus they're always talking about in these movies, the one that just wipes everybody out, and Kate Beckinsale is the only white broad left, and whatever. Look,
Demetra is patient zero, man.
Real talk. This shit about to turn to 28 days later, and it's gonna be Demetra's fault because she just wants to spread blood all willy nilly. That's cool. That's whatever. Y'all, you know what? That's why. You know what? Solange, get popping on Black Planet. Beyonce, buy us some land, man. Let's get a Wakanda popping right now. Let's do it. We will take a quick break, and we'll be right back to finish it out with the top 3 STFUs of the week. You are experiencing Opinions While Black. Pour up. Okay, we are back. We are black. We are opinionated, and there's half a bottle of Grey Goose gone.
Silver Bird, sir. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. It's
I mean, they obviously can't tell what this is.
Yeah. Fuck it. It is what it is, man. It is time for my favorite part of the evening: the top 3 STFUs. Who are the 3 people in America that need to shut the fuck up? Number 3, the Hoteps. Now, we got on y'all early in the episode. I just need to reiterate. Shut the fuck up, y'all. Y'all on this homophobic bullshit. Y'all on this gay agenda. Stop it.
Stop.
It's stupid. Stop it.
Stop.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? There are so many other horrible things going on in the black community right now. There are black trans people that are being erased and killed.
Oh, they don't care.
And they don't give. Oh, well, they definitely don't give a fuck about that.
You know what I think it is though.
Okay.
This is my non-college educated psychological analysis.
What you got?
A lot of people are afraid of what they may become. So maybe they're afraid that this gay agenda may have some type of influence upon them and render them homosexual.
Like a virus.
This is how the apocalypse starts.
Is Billy Porter patient 0?
He's patient 0. He's out to turn all the Hoteps.
It's spreading.
Gay.
And then this thing about effeminizing the black man. Look, I saw Billy Porter. The dress was popping. I'm still not gay.
It's not for me. The dress isn't for me.
I'm still not gay. It hasn't turned me. I still love pussy.
I can appreciate the craftsmanship of the dress. I thought that the actual jacket itself was a nice texture.
Let me explain something to you. When you have an ex-girlfriend that looks like mine, ain't nobody turning me gay. No, it ain't happening. Ain't nobody turning me gay. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, I have a novel concept to introduce here.
She cute to the motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
Again, this is my non-scientific opinion.
Let's go.
I may be off track here by saying this.
What you got?
No one can turn you gay.
It doesn't happen. It's not happened. It's never happened.
You are gay.
You're gay.
Be gay.
I mean, there's some people that I've known that were curious.
That's fine. But if someone is gay,
they can't be. It was still their choice to be curious.
It didn't surprise them to be gay all of a sudden. Like, oh, hey, where did you come from?
Right. It's not something you catch.
It might be latent. It might be something that you don't understand yet. It might be something that you have to grow into. But sirs, if that's what you would like to be referred to, no one's going to turn.
Nobody's turning you into shit.
It doesn't happen that way, sir.
And this is the problem, is that y'all are so invested in rooting out these problems that y'all are really just dividing the black community even further than it's already divided. And causing more problems.
If y'all can see this, I'm also wearing polo, by the way, sir.
Oh!
I know you like to stand in the frozen food section and talk your shit while you're wearing faded polo. Sir, this is unfaded polo.
Uh-oh.
You see the horsepower. Sorry.
Damn. D. Randall stunting for a minute.
I'm just saying, they just, and you know, the pants are polo too, but they're so opposed to the white man and so opposed to everything else. But they'll wear Ralph Lauren shit like it ain't nothing in the fucking produce section. Talking about cauliflower, you little short bastard. Eat a dick. Eat a European diet dick.
That was just for you, Yada. Eat a dick.
Sorry.
No. Let's let it stay.
The goose is loose. God damn it.
Shout out to young Yada, the Hotep mini boss. Eat a dick.
Hotep mini me looking ass.
Of course he's a Q.
They let his ass in. Like, did somebody have to hoist him on their shoulders the entire time or some shit?
It's entirely likely. Anyway, look. Keep up with your bland vegan dishes. Keep up with your white women. Nothing. Well, yeah. Okay. No, we've done some hard stances on white women, and some of them are not entirely fair, and some of them are. But it's a little hypocrite as far as the Hoteps are concerned.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up is what we're saying.
Please.
Shut the fuck up. Number 2. Elijah Cummings. I will explain. A gentleman in Congress by the name of Mark Meadows. In fact, let me bring up her name so I don't butcher it. A gentleman in Congress by the name of Mark Meadows. You know, there's been some racist fuckery going on.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Congress racist
has been mad racist and or anti-Muslim towards Miss Ilhan Omar, who is a one of these new young representatives. She's a part of the AOC gang. And he apparently he said some racist shit. I forgot what the racist shit he said was. And it doesn't really matter.
Was he the one that said was he the one that had the little poster that said "Never Forget" and it showed the towers exploding in the background and had a picture of her in the front?
Yes.
That motherfucker.
And so he was called to the mat on his racism. Let's keep it a buck. And one Elijah Cummings, who is mad old school Congressional Black Caucus, Elijah Cummings stepped in, and he ought to know better. He's mad old. He's 68 years old. He was old enough to see King get shot.
I'm pretty sure if you ask him, he'll be like, I marched with King.
Elijah Cummings stepped in and said, Mark Meadows is my friend. And he would never be a racist. He's not a racist. He's never been racist because he's my friend. Did you do a reverse black friend, my nigga?
I haven't seen that move pulled out.
Oh,
quite. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Reverse.
That's a good one. Like, my defense was not prepared for that one.
Like, that's old school. That's the Iverson crossover.
Damn. He rocked him and re-rocked him. I don't have a defense prepared for that.
He literally volunteered himself as tribute as Mark Meadows' black friend and jumped on the grenade for a white man.
That is amazing.
Elijah, you too old for this shit. You are too old for this shit. And being from and being a representative in Maryland is not an excuse. It should be, but it's not. Maryland's mad white. Look, you too old for this shit. You too old and funny looking for this shit. You look like a turtle. You look like a turtle got in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle accident with the Mucinex Man. You too old for this shit. Stop it. Look at me. Stop. What you got? What's up?
I have white friends. And I've said this before on other episodes. One of my white friends, Frank, shout out to Frank.
What's up, Frank?
Married to a black woman, has 2 beautiful black kids. And Frank is not racist. Frank has never said the N-word. He's never even almost said it. He's never even said and kind of slipped up. He's never like he is the most non-racist. Like, I could comfortably say, like, he is not racist in any capacity whatsoever. Frank might even think that he's black.
Cool.
However, and I've even told him this, if somebody tries to accuse him of being racist, I'm going to pull Frank to the side myself and say, yo, you need to handle this, man. I know you're not racist. We're good. I said, you know, if they
you got to eat this one.
If they ask me, you know, and we'll talk about the identifying factors. We'll talk about why this person thinks that he's racist, and I'll even give him pointers on how to counter that. Even me knowing full and well that he's not racist,
he still got to eat that.
He still has. That's his battle to fight. I have my own battles. I have my own wars. My skin is my sin. Frank is a good dude because Frank, all kidding aside, Frank recognizes his privilege. He recognizes it. Sure. He knows that a lot of his opportunities are given to him solely because of what he looks like. He knows that, and he doesn't. He doesn't brag about that shit. But he's fully aware of it. But he also makes sure that he engages with everyone. He makes sure that he understands intersectionality and shit like that, and he doesn't make it hot for other people. But if someone accuses him of being a racist, I'm gonna have a talk with him in private, like, hey, this is how you're gonna get out of this. But I'm not gonna Elijah Cummings the situation and say he could never be racist.
You're not gonna jump on a grenade
because he's my friend. And when we're talking about politics too, them motherfuckers ain't really friends.
Right. This is why we need AOCs in the building. Elijah Cummings didn't have an AOC.
You know what? Get old people out of Congress, man. Fuck all of them.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Fuck everyone that marched with King.
Shut the fuck up. Everybody who marched with King should not be eligible.
Sit the fuck down.
Ever again. Shut the fuck up.
Age limit for Congress is 60. I'm putting it into action, man. Y'all need to sit the fuck down.
Shut the fuck up, dog. Shut the fuck up, Elijah.
Old ass motherfucker.
And the number one person who should shut the fuck up, ladies and gentlemen, Houston's very own mayor, Sylvester Turner.
Say word?
Yes, His Honor the Mayor is still fucking up with this firefighter shit.
The election was like in November.
Bruh. So, we voted. We talked about this briefly on a way earlier episode. We voted, and the people have spoken. Sylvester Turner has to pay these firefighters what they're worth.
We voted for it, man.
We voted for it. You got to do it. Sylvester Turner got to pay these firefighters what they're worth. There's been quite a bit of pushback from Sylvester Turner. He has not stopped fucking complaining about having to pay these people and where the money's going to come from. I didn't see you complaining about where the fucking money was going to come from to rebuild these roads, and nobody told your dumb ass to rebuild every road you could find at the same time, simultaneously, and just fuck traffic up for a solid 5 years. Nobody told you to do that. Now you bitching about... So, I'll get to the nitty gritty. So look, there were some cadets just sworn in. There were some firefighter cadets.
44 to be exact.
44 cadets that have passed the exams. They've done all they need to do, and now they are ready to be out there and fight some fire. And they have to be sworn in by His Honor the Mayor. You know who didn't swear them in? His Honor the Mayor. Sylvester Turner did not swear these cadets in because he's petty and because he's still arguing and bitching over... Nigga, pay these people.
I misspoke. It's 68.
68. 68 people that signed up to be in a profession some time ago that did all that was required of them to be in this profession and can't be sworn in to do their duty in their profession because you are a petty motherfucker. Nigga, pay these people. Pay these people. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm gonna hear a bunch of shit from some of y'all about the budget and this and that. I don't give a fuck. Pay these people.
I want to remind people. We talked about this back in November.
I'll smack the shit out of Sylvester Turner.
I want to remind y'all that when your punk ass's aunties with high blood pressure has a heart attack at home, and you call 911 because your auntie's having a heart attack because hypertension runs in your family, the first responders are normally from the fire department. That ambulance that comes to your house is from the local fire department. Those motherfuckers save more lives than anybody else in the city at any given point in time. Houston and Harris County in particular is the fastest growing region in the country and has been for the last 10 years. There are more people here growing at an exponentially faster rate every year, and we need more first responders to help with this growing crisis of you dumb motherfuckers that don't know how to drive, okay, and don't know how to eat salads. That's what the fuck I'm saying. So what's the problem with this is, pretty shortly there's a fire team coming from Memphis to train them on certain things, to train these same cadets on certain procedures, and they very well might take these cadets back to Memphis with them. Like, hey, y'all really want to make some real money? You don't want your producer dancing all up in the video? Come to Memphis. If they go to Memphis, they'll immediately get a $26,000 raise.
That's what happened to the Houston Oilers.
So guess where these motherfuckers are going? To Tennessee, just like the Oilers.
Just like the fucking Oilers did. Good job on that, dead-ass Bob McNair.
You know, it's one thing, man. You're fucking with the first responders. You need to find the money for it somewhere. We've already been promised that all these fucking potholes will be fixed. My tires are getting fucked up on the daily because of all these goddamned... I'm sorry.
Shout out to Holmes Road.
He's got... Fuck Holmes Road.
Shout out to motherfucking Holmes Road.
Fuck Holmes Road in its entirety. Fuck it to completion.
No KY.
Fuck it dry, dirty, and raw. Fuck Holmes Road.
Get it pregnant.
Well, I don't want to get it pregnant because that might be problematic.
I'm drunk.
Because that's a problem that won't go away.
I'm drunk and I'm supposed to be going somewhere after this.
But what I'm saying is, and I have to be very careful with what I say here. The people of Houston voted for a proposition because the people of Houston want to reward their first responders for the service they perform for an increasingly growing city with the worst, one of the worst transit systems
of all time.
Every freeway is under construction right now, and every morning and every afternoon I see fire trucks on the fucking freeway trying to get through traffic with no shoulder because every fucking freeway is under construction. These motherfuckers aren't getting paid what the fuck they deserve compared to a fucking city like Dallas, which is the fucking taint of Texas. Fuck Dallas, by the way.
It's the Jersey Shore for Southern black people.
Fuck Dallas.
Real talk.
But their firefighters get paid a living wage according to what they deserve.
Yeah, they get paid way more.
So, Mr. Mayor, as a constituent of the city, as someone that you were elected to serve,
we hired you.
Please give these men their money. Remember, you work for us.
We hired you. We can
don't
fire
work
you.
for you.
We can fire you. We will.
He won't get revoted. I mean,
it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen at this point.
No. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shine your head. Shine your bald ass head. And shut the fuck up. On behalf of the people of Houston, who can't get to fucking work on time, who have to avoid the streets you're working on through the streets that you're not working on, shout out to Holmes Road,
man,
and have to get caught because there's a fucking train every hour that just sometimes just sits on the fucking tracks. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up and pay these people. Until you pay these people, we don't want to hear any more of your fucking complaining. If you didn't want it to be voted on, don't put it to the floor. Don't bring it to the floor. If you didn't want it to be voted on, don't put it to a vote. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Do your fucking job or quit. That's the option that I have in my job as a black man in America, and I'm putting that to you. Do your fucking job or quit. Other than that, we ain't got shit to hear from you. Shut the fuck up. That's it. Don't say shit else to me. Don't say shit else. Swear these people in, pay them what they're worth, and shut the fuck up. The end.
I gotta get 4 new tires, man. Them joints cost $250 a piece.
Fuck Holmes Road, dog.
Fuck Holmes Road, man. Like, why don't they get rid of those stupid ass little railroads that don't do shit?
That don't do nothing.
Like, and that shit floods every fucking time, man. And it ain't got no real lanes. What the fuck is that street for?
It's 2 lanes, and niggas really be trying to be like playing with their life, swerving over into the other lane in oncoming traffic to get around other people that apparently are doing too much because they drive the fucking speed limit. Man, get the fuck out. Shut the fuck up, bro. In fact, fix Holmes Road. If you gotta fix... Why the fuck have you not fixed Holmes... Fix Holmes Road. Shut the fuck up. Pay these people what they're worth. That's it. The end. Over. Stop fucking talking to us. Stop whining. Do your job or quit. That's the option that every black man in America has at the end of the day. Do your fucking job or quit. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing from you. D. Randall, have we done a podcast?
Oh, man. I know we've done this bottle. God damn. The bigger the cap, the bigger the peeling.
Oh, boy.
And when you rolling with the lynch mob, you know the steady mobbing is a way of life.
Listen, Team Oz, y'all some real ones. We love y'all. We love the energy that y'all have given us going into this. We want to double that. We want to make whatever the energy is right now. We want to double that among the audience. We want to make that as big as we can make it. We're like 400 strong on Facebook or something.
Let's go.
I think we're just 2 or 3 follows away from 400 strong on Facebook.
Let's go.
I want the page to be 400 strong. I want Twitter to be 400 strong. I want Instagram to be 400 strong.
Let's go.
Let's make it happen, man.
Let's get those YouTube subscribes up there as well, man.
Subscribe to YouTube, bro.
All of you.
Do not keep opinions while black a secret. Do you know what we went through just to make this episode happen? The fucking traffic, man.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
Sylvester Turner, dog. Look. Go on social media. We put the social medias down here for a reason. Visit them, spread the word, follow them. I'm gonna be doing live tweets.
Let me give a quick shout out. Shout out to Kimberly Tennille. Kimberly Tennille.
What's up, Kim?
She's very cool. She's been sharing the shit out of our show.
Very nice.
She's been very cool. She's actually supported all the podcasts that I've been a part of. Going back to the Curly Nerd from Houston with Love. She's a real one.
You know, Danny from Click the Comments was sharing our shit
Danny
too.
Tillman, Courtney. You know,
Danny mad cute.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Danny mad cute. Now, man, look.
You know, I might know some people. So
Danny can get this work. I'm just saying it.
okay.
She can get to work and get the W-2 left on the pillow in the morning. Real fucking talk. Let's go.
Oh man!
And tell her I said it. If you see her on social media, tell her I said it.
I'll just show this to her. And,
I'm drunk.
And we'll
yeah,
see.
show it to her. Yes,
we'll see
I'm
what's up.
Drunk.
I'm just here, man.
Oh, but yeah, we're still 5 stars. We're 5 stars on Facebook. We're 5 stars on iTunes. Guys,
still 5 stars. Yeah, we're still 5 stars. That has not dropped.
Man, thank y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all the realest. We love y'all. Keep the energy going. We're gonna have more great shit for you coming up soon. This is what? Episode
32. Johnson.
Episode 32. Magic Johnson numbers. You have experienced opinions while black. I have been Oz.
I am hopefully still D. Randall.
And as always, imparting titties.
I'm so drunk.
I am so fucking drunk.